But
How
it
was
really
Puppet Prom? I'm so jealous that I didn't get to go.
Oh, it was incredible.
Yeah.
I was so free.
That is amazing.
And Jack Black was there.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I saw Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black was there. And it was funny because my friend that I went with, we were both wearing masks, so no one could, read our lips.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't turn around now, but Jack Black is behind you. And I, yelled it because no one could hear us, and it was perfect.
That is so perfect.
Yeah.
Why didn't you take me?
I didn't know that it was happening.
MC. Why didn't you tell Zach?
You know what? I forgot it was happening until the day of. And I got home from work and went, it's tonight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, next year we're going.
Okay. Because I'll wear my bow tie.
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
There was someone else with a puppet friend who
Really?
was carrying it the whole time.
Really?
It was also really hot in there, so I was like, you good?
Who
And they
was
were like,
it?
I don't know. Someone I didn't know.
Well, I would need to take a lot of naps to get through the
There's
night.
a big couch you can nap on.
Is
for
there?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay,
2 big
perfect.
couches. It's perfect.
Perfect. Okay, next year we're going to go to the Puppet Prom at the Bob Baker Theater.
It's actually at the Garibaldi something Italian Society.
Oh.
It's
But
not
Bob
even at the
Baker.
theater.
No, it's
Wow.
huge. So they were big space.
It
It's
looked
fun.
amazing.
Everything's in Italiano.
Oh my goodness. I wish that I was Italian.
Sometimes I do too. And then I'm like, you know what? It's fine.
Why do you want to be Italian?
I just think it would be fun to eat pizza all day.
You can do that without being Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that Italians eat pizza all day.
Oh, yeah. They eat.
They
Oh,
don't.
they do?
I don't eat pizza today.
No?
And you're Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you eat?
I mean, not pizza.
Not pizza.
Everything not pizza.
I love
I mean, I wish I could eat pizza all day, but I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, no. That must be
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah, it sucks. It's
Yeah.
so funny to think about the fact that some people can just eat dairy and digest it.
Like Zach.
Yes, I can.
You can?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
It's amazing.
He eats a lot of baby bells.
Oh my god, I love those. I used to love
Yeah.
making sculptures out of the wax. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
part.
He doesn't do that.
No, I'm not that creative. But
Come on. Okay.
I just
You just
eat
throw the
them.
wax away?
Yeah.
You need to start making sculptures.
If you
Okay.
feel like it.
Yeah?
No pressure.
I mean, it sounds fun.
It's fun. You just warm up the wax and you play with it. It's like a nice
Okay.
fidget, but then you have to wash your hands quite thoroughly. Because it's
Yes.
nasty.
It gets sticky.
It gets sticky and
Yeah.
there's cheese.
Gets in my fur.
Oh gosh, that must
Yeah.
be really hard to get out.
It's horrible. Yeah.
I did get silly putty stuck in my hair on an airplane once.
Really?
Don't know how that happened. I was very small. But
Oh,
it was
no.
tough
That
to
would
get
be
out.
a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
Did you?
your silly buddy or someone?
It was a good question. It was my silly putty. When it was just like,
A little kid behind you throw
Yeah.
a silly putty at you.
imagine. It was silly putty, and I think what happened was it was on the tray table, and I put my head down to
Ah.
sleep, and it was like
Oh my god.
Danger Town.
Did you have to use peanut butter to get it out?
No, I think we were
butter.
able to get it all out because it was a long flight. So just
Oh.
slowly getting the pieces out.
Slowly but surely.
But yeah, that would not be fun if it was in your fur for sure.
No.
It's the same color too, so it'd be hard to find.
Oh, jeez. That would be difficult.
Oh no!
Well, welcome to Soul Tickle, my podcast where we talk about mental health and how you get through life because it is just oh so difficult.
Yes, well, it's our podcast. And today we have MC with us.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. MC is an amazing musician, artist, puppeteer, and dare I say, a friend.
Wow, I'm so grateful to be a friend. Thank
Yeah, you don't have to dare. That's true.
So daring of you. So daring.
You're amazing, MC.
Thank you,
I
Tickle
feel
Mom.
like you are a magical human.
That's so kind.
Yeah, because I met a lot of humans, and not all of them are magical like you.
Wow, that's so special. I'm gonna keep that in my heart forever.
Good.
We all have a little bit of magic, but I'm glad that mine shows through.
Yeah, do you think that everybody has a little bit?
Yeah, I think everybody does. I think
Yeah.
some people have a very hard time accessing it because their lives are so busy or just difficult, or they just don't make time to. Both options are real. But I think everybody has a little bit of magic in them.
That gives me hope.
Good.
How do you think people can access it if they can't find it?
First,
Yeah.
you get a top hat, and then you get a magic wand. No, that's a joke.
Can I get a top hat?
Oh, no.
We could try to get you a top hat.
You look good in one.
Thank
I
you.
feel like you'd work the top hat. You could do like a little moment.
I would
Really
love
fun.
that. I love to dress up.
Me too. I mean,
Yeah.
all day, every day. But honestly, that's actually a really good segue. I think one of the ways to let magic into your life is let yourself be silly. I was somebody who was always a silly person, but growing up, I was so shy. And the shyness was just a fear of like being rejected by people, I think.
Yeah.
Or puppets, people and puppets.
You got rejected by a puppet?
No, but there was fear. Scared of everything. And I think as I got older, I just really practiced being silly while I was by myself, and then practiced being silly while I was around other people.
Whoa.
And practicing it and finding people who not only accepted me for who I am, but love me for it. That combo is like the magic combo.
Well, I love that so very much.
Thanks.
MC, what's the silliest thing that you've ever done on your own, alone?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to think. There will be a moment of silence while I'm thinking.
That's okay.
Let's see.
Yeah. While you're thinking, I just want to say to the people who are listening or watching, if you're feeling lonely right now, you've come to the right place. Because we're going to be your friends for the next 20 minutes or so.
I love it.
Yeah.
I did think of something.
Oh my God.
My brain only remembers recent things, so this one's pretty recent.
Okay.
But I'm a singer, and I had not been singing for months. I just had, lots of things have been happening. And I was in the shower, and I just started singing a song about how I haven't been singing in the silliest voice I could imagine. And I was like, I have not been singing a song. There have been no songs in my heart. And I sang for like 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and it made me laugh. When you can make yourself laugh genuinely, it's the best feeling ever because you know you're not like thinking about what other people would think or something. It's very, very sweet. So that happened.
Oh my gosh! I love that.
Thank
you
you.
for sharing your song.
Oh my gosh, of course. That's the short version.
Wow. Well, I want to hear the long version afterwards.
Okay, sweet. I will share it with you.
Yay. MC, I have a question.
Yes.
What is it like being you?
Oh, I love this question. Being me is a beautiful journey. Like, what are the words? I think just like any person, it's beautiful and complicated.
Yeah.
But
I bet.
But I think I am very lucky that I have had the space and time to lean into the beautiful parts and also the complicated parts and have time to feel sort of more comfortable in all of it. So when I say beautiful, what I mean is like not that I'm pretty, because I am. I know.
I think
but-
you're gorgeous.
Thank you. But also just beautiful in the sense that I have time and space to be silly. I have time and space to be creative. I have really wonderful friends, both of you,
Thank you.
who are like really caring people who check in and are reciprocal. Like we all take care of each other. And the complicated part is not even that I'm complicated. It's basically just because the world can be really mean.
Yeah.
So the parts of me that I find really special, like being a queer person, being a trans, non-binary person, even just being an artist. Sometimes people are like, why do you do that? In that voice. Why do you do that? And then I don't know. I don't feel like I should have to defend myself for being who I am. So
Yeah.
that's the complicated part. And it's not really me. It's like other people judging.
I feel that because it's like it's
Yeah.
not hard to be queer or trans.
No.
It's being queer or trans in this world.
Exactly. I heard someone say it recently in a way that was very complicated but helpful. So let me see if I can simplify it. But they were like, a lot of us, when we are trying to figure out how we feel about gender specifically, they were saying that often it's not like painful to figure out who you are, but the framework is painful because we're given these boxes that we often are told we have to fit into by mainstream
Yes.
society. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That was a big yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's not like our inner feelings about who we are that are hard. Sometimes they are, but they're usually really amazing and like opening and explorative. But the framework that we live in can be very like, you have to be this and you have to be this. So
Yeah.
it's actually kind of beautiful to go outside of those boxes. Oh, full circle.
Exactly. That's why I don't love labels so much because I feel like labels put you in a box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've thought of that too. Do you have more to say?
Well, I was just going to say that, my pronouns sometimes are they, them. And sometimes it's he, they, and sometimes it's he, him. Some people even call me she.
Oh,
And I don't really mind because, I'm a puppet.
Yeah, you are a puppet.
And it kind of makes sense to be a they, them. But
Yeah.
sometimes, people call me he, him, and that's fine.
So you're really open to all kinds of different labels.
Yeah,
Or gender markers.
Totally.
Pronouns.
yeah.
Wow.
But when people hear that my pronouns are they, them online, they go crazy.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Again, it's not about you. It's about people not being able to step out of their box. Do either of you
Yes.
remember the show that was on, I think it was Disney when we were kids, Out of the Box?
Out of the box.
They would
I've never seen it.
Basically it was a kids show where they would build sort of a fort out of boxes, and there were two grown-ups and a bunch of kids, but as
Yeah.
soon as they stepped inside of it, it was like a giant tree house.
Oh,
or
can we get a
giant
tree
fun
house?
space.
We can't.
And so we can't right now. But yeah, it was this beautiful, like thinking of it as a grown up, I'm like, they built boxes, but they stepped into it into a whole different world.
Whoa.
So the boxes were there, but they made their own world inside the boxes very meaningful.
Oh my goodness, that's a cool metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've had that in my head since I was a kid, so I feel lucky that I got to watch that show. There's a really good song in it that if I sang it now, it would be stuck in our heads forever, so I will not. But you can look it up later.
Is it a song that never ends?
No, but it never ends being stuck in your head.
Oh my. Okay. Another thing.
Yes.
This world, as we said, it's very difficult. Yeah. How in the world do you keep going?
Oh, I'm gonna say aw after every question. Tickle, love your
That's
questions are so
okay.
great.
Thank you.
I think I have a two-pronged solution. No, there's two things that help.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of them is internal, like with yourself,
Mm.
being silly. Like I keep saying that, but it's changed my life, letting myself not just be silly, but be whatever I need to be. So if I'm feeling really, really overwhelmed, I just lay on the ground in my house.
Like on the floor?
On the floor of my house, not like in the middle of the road or something, or in a
Yeah.
park, but in a park in the grass, maybe.
Oh my God.
But like it's called grounding. You just lay on the floor or the ground and it helps my body calm down. And I have friends who are like, I'm too scared to do that. And I'm like, well, if you're alone, you're only judging yourself, but it really helps your body calm down. Or I have a dance party.
Yeah.
Or when I have to wash dishes, which I don't love to do, I'll have a dance party while washing dishes.
Oh my God.
So I think in the moments where I'm by myself, letting myself be silly really helps. And the other
I love
prong-
that.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be silly too.
Right? Being silly
Yeah.
is my favorite part of life, I think.
I think it is the
It's
best part of life.
It's the best part of life.
I think it might be the point of life.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And that the other part of it is like being around people who accept and love me for who I am and allow me to love them too. I think that. And part of that is being silly with people. So part
Yes.
of me for a long time was scared of being judged for being the goofball that I truly am.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I was like so not even serious, but just not, I didn't have the ability to be as funny on purpose as I am now because I was just like, what if people don't laugh at my jokes? You know, it was a fear of rejection.
Yeah.
And I've just really been lucky to find people who love me for who I am and like not just accept it, like I said, but encourage it and let me love them back too.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, you are so whimsical
Thank you.
that you make the world so much more magical.
Thanks.
I'm so glad that you feel encouraged to keep being who you are.
Thank you. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
High five.
High five. Air high five.
Air high five.
Yeah. I have another question.
Yes.
How many lives do you think that you have lived?
I love this question. I don't know. I did talk to a bunch of mediums once, which was a very interesting experience. And they said somewhere around 60,
Oh my God.
which is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. If I didn't have that piece of information, I might be like 5.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have no idea. But I do feel like I've lived before at least a few times.
I think that you're an old soul.
Thank you. I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
An
But-
old soul who's still really silly.
So silly.
Yeah.
So very silly.
Thank
You can even tell with the shirt that you're wearing.
That's true. I actually embroidered this little patch myself. and
Oh
put
my
it on this shirt.
goodness.
Oh, and tiny story. The shirt was in a package in the trunk of my car because I had sold it to someone, and then it got stolen.
Somebody stole that
Somebody
shirt.
stole this shirt and nothing else out of the trunk of my car, and then they didn't like it, so they sent it back to me.
They sent it back
Yeah. So now I
in
have.
the mail.
They sent it in the mail because it was like ready to be shipped. So it
Oh
had
my
my
God.
shipping address, and I was
That's
like, well,
hilarious.
came back to me. So yeah, it was very funny. But then I was like, you know what? This is special. I think I might not sell this shirt now that it came back to me. But yeah, it had a whole journey.
That is so funny.
And it's really funny because someone found it and they were like, no, thank you. And like sent it back.
Yeah. That's
So,
so
yeah.
funny.
Journey shirt. But yeah,
I think that Zach wants to talk about something.
sure.
Okay. I mean, we've talked about this off.
Off camera.
Yeah. So yesterday I just told one of my good friends that I had a crush on them.
You did?
I did.
It was very brave of you.
Oh my God. A real high five.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Tell me more,
was-
but also how do you feel?
I feel glad that I got it off my chest.
Good.
Thank God.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I think that it was the best case scenario because
Hmm.
feelings were acknowledged and reciprocated. But I think that we decided that we don't really want anything to change
Wow.
because we love our relationship so much.
That's so beautiful. So the other
Yeah.
person felt the same or similar, but was like,
Yeah. But was like,
oh,
but I like how things are now. And I was like,
Yeah.
so do I. I don't even know what I actually want.
that's so beautiful. And
Yeah.
that's maturity.
Yeah.
I mean, being
Yeah.
able to bring that up is really strong of you, too.
Yeah.
I still struggle with that.
Yeah.
Everybody watching, all of the cameras, that's like the hardest thing in the world for me is telling someone I have a crush on them.
Why is it so difficult?
Because of rejection.
Rejection is so hard.
It's hard and it's
Yeah.
part of life, but I think I've practiced it in other parts of my life, but not in that one as much. It just takes practice.
It does.
It just feels so personal.
It does. It feels
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe of it. So I'm
It's
proud of
true.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm very curious about failure and rejection.
Wow.
Yeah, how do you deal with failure? Like if something doesn't go right on stage or, if you're doing something and it just doesn't go right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On stage, I'm very lucky. My dad is a musician, and when I was young, he always taught me just keep going. People often don't notice you've messed up if you don't acknowledge that you messed up.
Wow.
Or if I acknowledge it, I make it ha 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 ha. If
I've been living my life that way the whole time.
it works. It
I
works.
just act like I'm never fucking up, and sometimes people notice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's harder with comedy
it's true.
because sometimes jokes don't work.
They don't. Exactly. And
Yeah.
you know what? That's a really good point. I've been afraid to try stand-up comedy my whole life because
Really?
it's something that is like not what I'm used to, you know?
Yeah.
I'm used to being on stage either behind puppets or behind a keyboard because I play piano and I sing.
Yeah.
With stand-up, it's just you and the microphone. And you
Yeah.
can really tell when something doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very brave to do stand-up for
Yeah.
both of you, honestly.
Yeah. know.
But yeah, just kind of keep going is how I do it on stage for sure.
You just keep going.
Yeah, and if I mess up and it's noticeable, I'm like, well, I messed up. And then it actually is like helpful to acknowledge it in a funny way and then keep going. But the keep going is the big part.
Yeah, just keep going.
Just keep swimming, but
Just
not
keep
swimming.
Keeping going seems to be the advice for a lot of things.
Yeah,
Do you feel that way?
I think so. I think keeping going is the best option unless keeping going is burning you out to the point where you don't feel like yourself anymore.
Yeah.
So I think there's a whole idea of keeping going in everything, especially where we live in Western culture and everything, hustle culture.
Gotta have the hustle.
You do. I mean, we do
Yeah.
financially, but also I find that if you have the opportunity to stop something that's really, really exhausting you and shifting to something else, it can be a really positive change. So keeping going when you're new at something, that's hard for me too. Like remembering I'm not bad at this, I'm just new at it is like a really big repeating thing I have to do.
Yeah. Because you have to be bad at it
Yeah.
at first, and then you just get better.
Exactly. And if you're good at it at first, like what is the enjoyment of, not being able to improve? I love being like, I wasn't as good as this before, even if it felt uncomfortable. Like I'm way better at it now.
Yeah. Like I started playing the xylophone.
You did?
Yeah.
Is it like I'm imagining like a rainbow xylophone. Is that?
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Oh, that's so exciting! How long have you been doing it?
I've been
Tickle?
doing it for 2 years.
Oh, I'm clapping for you.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was not good at it at
No.
first.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Also, learning a new instrument is hard. I played piano my whole childhood into adulthood, and then I tried to learn guitar, and I was like, well, I did it, but the first few months suck. Like, I suck, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But then you get better at it. Even, I think of this a lot. I learned how to draw on Procreate, like you can on iPads. And I
Oh.
used to be really good at drawing on Photoshop, and I was so reluctant to switch over to Procreate. I was like, I don't want to be bad at something. And this was 2 years ago, so it's
Yeah.
recent. I was like, I really don't. But then I learned it, and now I'm good at it. I just had to get through the part of it being hard.
Wow.
I kept going.
Amazing. So you hear that? If you are starting something new, you just have to keep going
Exactly.
because it's only going to get better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anything
That's a
else you
great
want to say?
question.
Thank you. Yeah, I wrote these questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This might be the last question. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. This is going to be a very strange question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. What is your relationship with silence?
That's
That's
such
a-
a good
that-
question.
That's a very cool question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, air high five. Bam.
My hand doesn't move that way.
That's okay. I'll go. Whoosh. Thank you. There we go. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I think my relationship with silence is changing. I used to
Interesting.
be very afraid of silence, and not in like a conscious way where I was like, silence is scary. But if it was silent, my brain would race and I would have a very hard time feeling comfortable. But in recent, like the last year, I would say, I have just practiced being in silence.
Hmm.
And I realized that I am someone, I learned recently that I'm autistic. And part of that is getting overstimulated really easily or
Yeah.
in certain situations. And being aware of when I feel overstimulated. And for people who don't know, it basically just feels like your brain is on fire and you're like, ah! It's so fun. It's not fun.
Sounds very fun.
So fun. So being aware of what that means actually helped me understand what I was feeling when that was happening. And in those moments, I often need silence. So I used to be like, oh, I need to have music playing in the background when I'm drawing and doing two things at once. And I've started to realize that sometimes that works. And sometimes I'm like, no, I need the music off. And I need to just, one, lay on the ground, love to lay on the ground, and be in silence.
Whoa.
So it's like instead of filling the quiet, it's accepting it and allowing it to calm me down.
Yeah.
So it's been like a really big change in my life. And I don't love silence all the time, but sometimes I'm like, I really love the silence.
Yeah. I think that silence is magic.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all things come out of it,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. And it's space. When
Yeah.
there's silence, there's space, and the space allows magic to come out.
Yeah, because nothing would
true.
exist without space,
Whoa, science.
right?
It's really true. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
silence,
That's true.
because then it would just be one loud noise.
Oh my gosh, we would not like that. Some people
Yeah.
might. I don't think I would.
You don't like loud noises.
No.
We can agree on that.
Lawnmowers,
Even
air
when I
things.
know that a loud noise is coming, I'm still really jumpy.
Yeah.
Like, I work at a tattoo shop, Junebug Tattoo. But if I'm ever at the front desk and the phone rings, I know that the phone can ring because I'm sitting next to a phone. Every time the phone rings, I'm like, ah! Like, I scream every time. And it's funny because everybody laughs, but I'm just like,
You have to take a second to recover.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Because I can't answer the phone being like, hello, can I help you?
Yeah.
I take a deep breath for sure.
MC, can I get a tattoo?
Yeah, I think so. We would have to shave some of your fur off. Would you be okay
Ah.
with that?
I don't know if I want to shave any of my fur.
Okay, then it might be tough, but we can probably do a temporary tattoo.
Really?
Or you can get one of those little fabric sleeves that has like a full arm tattoo, like a full sleeve tattoo that you can
Yeah.
put over your fur.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
Let's
compromise.
do that.
Yay!
Okay. MC, where can everybody find you?
They can find me in a few different places, but the main one is on Instagram at marieclairs.world. And I also have a Depop that has the same name without the dot, where I
Yeah.
sell clothes that looks like like this.
Yeah, you sell really amazing clothes.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
honestly, if you go to my Instagram and go to the link tree, you can see all the different things because I have music on Spotify, I have
Yeah.
puppet shows on YouTube, and probably like 4 other things I'm forgetting about right now because I
You
do
do
a
so
lot.
many things.
I do. And
Yeah.
again, I'm so lucky that I get to. A lot of them are serious and silly at the same time, and they make me feel alive.
I love that. And
Thanks.
I forgot to offer you. Would you like a marshmallow?
I love marshmallows. Yes, thank
yeah.
you.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I should have told you that at the beginning.
Oh, that's okay. I will eat it and not drop all the marshmallows on the floor. Thank
Can
you.
I have a marshmallow?
Yes.
Ooh, it's fresh. I love it.
Okay. I gotta eat this marshmallow.
Uh-oh. Those sounds are very satisfied. I think they sound satisfying.
I guess I'm not.
Oh, yeah. It's basically just me chewing into a microphone as well.
Very good.
I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, that was a really good marshmallow. Thank you, Tickle Muff.
You
and
are
thank
so
Zach.
welcome. We did a photo shoot with them. Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
We put marshmallows on a skewer and we were both eating it.
Love it.
Yeah.
I have a question for Tickle Muff. Is that
Okay. Yeah.
Are you left-handed, right-handed, or ambidextrous? I've always
I
wondered.
am a left-handed.
Me
puppet.
too.
Really?
Underhand 5.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my dominant hand.
Wow, me too. I did
Yeah.
it with my right hand, but I am a lefty.
I believe you. Lefties for life.
Yeah, lefties
Yeah.
for life. I should make that a little t-shirt.
Yeah,
Lefties
you
for life.
should.
I love it.
I
Aw,
love you,
thanks.
NC. Thank you so much for coming.
I love you too. I love both of you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yay.